And good evening and welcome into Fredonia High School once again for another high school boys basketball matchup here between the Fredonia Hillbillies and the Chautauqua Lake Thunderbirds. Good evening, I'm Kevin Syracuse with Crescenzo Fano. And Crescenzo, how you doing? Your first high school first high school game, at least in Fredonia. Did you do one back home or?
No, I actually didn't. I did a couple of college games. As you know, I do a lot of broadcasts with you at Fredonia, but beforehand I went to Suffolk County Community College in Long Island, and I was preparing to do a couple broadcasts, but of course rainouts for baseball and then basketball was just a little too much for me at the time. But I'm excited. This is the first time doing high school basketball, and this is the part of a young man's life where they change a lot in high school. So this game obviously means a lot to both teams.
Yeah, so Crescenzo and I called the Fredonia State men's and women's basketball games, and this is our first high school game together.
Yeah.
So as for tonight's teams, Fredonia comes in with a record of 12-4, coming off a win over rival Dunkirk on Monday night, 64-49. That win gave them 6 out of 7. They've won their last 6 out of 7 games here. They're 12-4, 6-2 in league, and they're having a real nice year. Then on the other side here, Chautauqua Lake, they are only 4-12. They were on a 10-game losing streak, but they have won 3 out of their last 4. So, you know, both teams are playing hot down the stretch here.
Yeah, and just like you were saying in the league matchups, Fredonia is ranked second in league matchup, only behind Allegheny Limestone, and then Dunkirk is at the bottom, very bottom, at 1-7, and then it's Chautauqua Lake at 2-6. So if Chautauqua Lake wants to improve for the rest of the season, they need to pick up this league win here tonight.
And, you know, for Fredonia, obviously a huge game as they are 1 game behind Allegheny Limestone. You know, it looks like Fredonia will be making the playoffs regardless, but, you know, always want to go for that 1 seed.
Absolutely.
Big game for both teams tonight. And now we're 2 minutes away from the opening tip, so we'll take a look at the individual stats here. So Fredonia's leading scorers, Nick Whitfield, he averages just under 16.5 a game. Tyler Putney averages over 16 a game, and Caleb Ribby averages exactly 12. And then for Chautauqua Lake, we have Nate Adams. He leads the way with 15 points. Luke Waters averaging a little over 14. And then Noah Adams, he's averaging exactly 9.
Yeah, so we were saying it off the air, but we think that the Adams are 2 brothers. So they are, I would say, part of a real part of this offense. In order to come out with a victory, they need to get the ball to either one of them. And then, obviously, Luke Waters is another great addition. You know, you just said 14 points a game he's averaging this year. And then, on top of that, his free throw percentage is right there as well. He's doing really well from the three-point line or three-point arc. And it's just been really, really solid for him so far this year.
Yeah, Crescenzo, this may be your first high school broadcast, but you were with us last week against Olean as you were helping us with the camera. So you saw Fredonia last week. What did you see out of them last week against Olean?
I saw a slow start. I mean, it was close. The whole entire game was close. But I saw a slow start from Fredonia as the second half picked up. Man, they were hitting the 3-ball like crazy, right? I mean, 5 threes by Tyler Putney.
Actually, 8.
8 threes. Okay, never mind.
I think 6 were in the second half.
Yeah, 6 were in the second half. He might have 2 in the first. But, again, he's one of their top scorers along with Winfield. So they have to somehow run their offense through him. But they can't start out slow. You know, obviously this is a weaker team that they're facing. They're not facing as a tougher team. But they still can't start out slow. Anything can happen.
Well, that will do it for the pregame here as we are moments away from the national anthem and then starting lineup. So we will pause for the national anthem and be back in a couple minutes.
Welcome to Fredonia High School. New York State Public High School Athletic Association supports and encourages spectators to enjoy the competition between our student athletes and cheer for their teams in a positive manner. The appropriate site personnel will address negative comments and behavior. Spectators should be loud, be proud, be positive towards all players, coaches, officials, and other spectators. All spectators, please stay off the court before, during, and after the game. Thank you for your support and enjoy the game. Tonight's game is between the Chautauqua Lake Thunderbirds and your Fredonia Hillbillies. Please stand for the national anthem, sung tonight by Tim Davis.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous night, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, saved us that star-spangled banner yet wave. Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Awesome job from Tim Davis there with the national anthem.
Junior number 3, Michael Anderson.
And now for the starting lineups. First for the visiting Thunderbirds, number 3, Michael Anderson.
Junior number 10, Luke Waters.
Number 10, Luke Waters.
Junior number 14, Alex Godfrey.
Number 14, Alex Godfrey.
Junior number 15, Nate Engdahl.
Number 15, Nate Engdahl.
Senior number 23, Nate Adams, the coach of the Thunderbirds.
And finally, number 23, the leading scorer, Nate Adams.
And now for your Fredonia Hillbillies. Senior number 2, Caleb Ribby.
Senior guard, number 2, Caleb Ribby.
Senior number 3, Alex Schrader.
Another senior guard, number 3, Alex Schrader.
Junior number 5, Tyler Putney.
Junior forward, number 5, Tyler Putney.
Senior number 23, Patrick Reading.
Senior forward, number 23, Patrick Reading.
42, Dom Gullo.
And a junior guard, number 42, Dom Gullo. So a little bit of a shakeup there as Nick Whitfield will be switching roles with Dom Gullo tonight. As Gullo gets to start and Whitfield will be coming in off the bench.
Yeah, I think it's just a rest type of decision. I don't think it's anything serious. So, you know, it just like we say at the Fredonia State game, you know, sometimes you need to rest your players, just let them breathe a little bit, let them heal up, and I think that's exactly what they're doing.
Well, either that or they just want to get a new look, you know, play a little bit of small ball.
That can also be a factor as well, as a lot of the Thunderbirds don't really have the size of the Fredonia team, as there's only 1, 2, or 3 guys, or 4 guys that are above 6 foot. So I think size will definitely play in a factor where a lot of Fredonia's players are around or just underneath 6 foot. So I think size will play a difference in this game.
Moments away from the opening tip here in the Fredonia High School Gymnasium. Tyler Putney and Nate Adams will be tipping off here. Here we go. Opening tip, won by Putney. Schrader now up to Gullo. Ball gets worked around to Patrick Reading. Now into the corner with Ribby, back out to Schrader. Waiting for the play to develop. Gullo gets in the corner, down low to Reading. Back out to Gullo. But that's gonna stay here. It was almost a turnover, but then the second official said it went off of the Thunderbirds.
14 seconds on the shot clock.
Schrader over to Reading. Drives in, puts up the shot, off the mark.
Just a bad possession there to start out off the game, but they're moving the ball well. Just got to execute at this point.
Now number 15, Nate Engdahl. Thunderbirds working around to their leading scorer, Nate Adams. His shot, a little short.
And now they're going
Reading
to
slows it down.
Going to try to slow down the offense.
Schrader puts up the three, no good. Tipped out by Putney.
Good tip out there.
Schrader gets it.
Really smart tip out. Just give your team an extra possession, make Chautauqua worry.
Schrader now hands it off to Ribby. Now kicks it over to Gullo. He'll try the three, and it's good. Dom Gullo with the first points of the night has Fredonia up 3-0.
That was a nice three-pointer and way to create some space and be able to move the ball around. They're really doing well moving the ball around tonight.
And we're going to have a travel called now on, that was number 14, Alex Godfrey. The 6'1" junior center. Gullo has it in the corner, feeds Reading. Nice move, puts up the shot, and it's good. Real nice move from Patrick Reading.
Yeah,
he's coming off a great night against Dunkirk. He had 13 the other night.
Yeah, he was able to get through the defenders and a nice move there to finish.
Shot is blocked by Putney. Now he gets it. Tries to push with Ribby. And Ribby puts up the shot, and it rolls out. But he will be going to the charity stripe for 2.
As they look to make the first 3 throws of the night. Just under 6 minutes here.
Caleb Ribby, the 3rd leading scorer for the Hillbillies, sinks the first one. Second one rolls in and out. Now this is Luke Waters. Now Engdahl to Godfrey. Back out to Anderson. Now Godfrey has it once again. Engdahl, good defense from Reading. 12 on the shot clock. Waters has it in the corner.
Good passing here by Chautauqua.
Now Anderson, 5 on the shot clock, poked away by Ribby.
Ribby doing really good so far in this game, being able to move the ball and defensively, obviously with that steal.
Now Schrader has it out top. Hands it off to Ribby. He'll try the three from the top of the key. Off the mark. Offensive rebound by Gullo. And his shot gets blocked by Nate Adams.
Good effort there by Gullo just to get that rebound. Tried to put it back up, but it was a nice block there by the Thunderbirds.
Now Godfrey has that one stolen momentarily. Then ball goes out of bounds. It'll be staying here, though.
Yeah, it looks like Chautauqua is just a little sloppy with their dribbling right now, and they're trying to do too much. They got to relax and get in their zone because that was almost another steal there. So they just got to relax, get in their zone, work their offense in order to come out with a victory.
Luke Ormsby comes in for Michael Anderson. Exactly 5 minutes remaining here in the opening quarter. 6-0, Fredonia. Adams gets it on the inbounds, and he's going to get fouled on the way up to the hoop.
Yeah, it was a double team there, surrounded by defenders, but somehow he got possession of the ball and was able to even put up a shot, goes to the free throw line, and that's just good awareness by the Thunderbirds right there. not necessarily finishing the shot, but hey, we go to the line, we got 2 at max.
Adams can't connect on the first free throw, so Chautauqua Lake is still scoreless here. Nick Whitfield comes in for Patrick Reading now. The other thing about that is Dom Gullo had a real nice game against Dunkirk on Monday, so maybe, Coach Bertrando saw that and wanted to reward him and see what he could do in a starting position here tonight.
Yeah, that might have been it as well.
Well, Adams makes the second free throw. Now Fredonia has it with Tyler Putney. Back out to Schrader. Stops. Finds Whitfield. He drives in now. Puts up the shot. No good. Gets his offensive rebound now out to Gullo.
Good
Schrader.
passing here.
Gullo. He'll try the 3. In and out. Waters with the rebound.
Hey, that's not a bad shot, though, if you're the Hillbillies. Keep creating that offense.
Adams drives in and gets fouled by Putney. Six to 1 is the score here.
Already going to the line twice. Less than a minute, so doing really good offensive work. Along with that, he's getting fouled every time, so Fredonia's got to do a better job defensively, or else they're going to give up too many fouls.
Adams goes 1 for 2 from the stripe again. And a fight for the loose ball.
He's upset with that one.
Yeah, went off of Putney.
And now another opportunity here for the Thunderbirds.
They get it in to Adams. Now to Engdahl. Now this is Ormsby. Finds Godfrey. Jump stop, but he traveled. Chautauqua Lake with the few turnovers here in the opening half of this quarter. Schrader out to Whitfield. Backs on his defender, now kicks it back out. Here's Ribby. Gullo to Putney, but
Putney off to a bad start. A couple of miscues there. And now he just gives it up. He's got to play better for this team.
Godfrey now. Out to Ormsby. Now Adams, Engdahl. Tries to give it back to Adams, but he threw it out of bounds. Reading will come back in for Gullo. 3:39 left, 6-2 is the score.
Let's see what the Hillbillies can do to capitalize.
Ribby drives and then kicks it back out to the top of the key. Schrader, Reading, Ribby. Now to Putney, now to Whitfield. 10 on the shot clock. Drives in, puts up the shot, no good. Gets his offensive rebound once again. And we're gonna have a foul.
Alex Schrader was wide open for a 3 there. I'm surprised that they did not see that and pass it out. He drove to the lane, but he got the foul, but unfortunately, there was no points to be rewarded with 35 seconds on the shot clock.
Well, that's Fredonia's bread and butter, though, getting Nick Whitfield to the hoop, as he usually has a size advantage over most of his defenders, as Schrader will try the 3 now and drains it. So it does work out for Fredonia, as Alex Schrader gives them a 9-2 lead.
It was a nice shot there, creating the opportunity. They trusted him on that one and were able to get 3 points.
Now Putney to Schrader. Fakes a pass, now drives in and kicks it out to Reading. His shot gets blocked.
Yeah, Reading's got to pass it out there. Too many defenders in his way. Got blocked, and now here come the Thunderbirds.
Engdahl to Godfrey, and he is going to get fouled.
It's already the 3rd foul on Fredonia.
Mike Berg will come in after the first free throw.
Mike Bird, only averaging just under 2 points a game, but he's really, really good at his field goal percentage, along with his free throws made. He has 83% free throws made on the season.
Yeah, he's the one of their sharpshooters as he's coming off the bench here. Godfrey misses both free throws.
Not a good. They get the rebound, but not good at all.
And hit a tire up and hanging from the ceiling.
I'm surprised there was no outrage for that one.
And now the Thunderbirds throw it in the backcourt as Fredonia takes over.
I'm a little surprised that no one said anything about it because it did hit, like you said, Kevin. It got projected, or it went a different direction, obviously, after it hit the object.
So Fredonia will take over here 9-2. Berg will put up the three, a little bit off the mark. Now Waters up to Nate Adams, to number 20 who just checked in. That was Ricky Seiper, a 6'4" junior. Now Waters drives in, kicks it out. Ormsby, nice find,
Nice.
but Seiper can't hang on.
Nice defense there for the Hillbillies. Able to contain and control the Thunderbirds.
Berg drives in, kicks it back out. Here's Ribby. He'll try the three. It's good.
Back-to-back threes for Fredonia. Starting to heat up from the three-point line.
12-2 Hillbillies. Ormsby with Whitfield on him. Now Ribby switches over. Seiper can hit Waters on the backdoor cut. It looked like they had a very easy chance of getting two there, but another turnover for the Thunderbirds.
Yeah, they're just trying a little too much. I think just being a little sloppy when it comes to their handling abilities. Again, another turnover late. Or I would say not late in the game, but down into Fredonia's territory.
Whitfield gets double teamed on the baseline, and we're going to have a jump ball.
Yeah, Winfield is just not finding the openings in the lanes so far in this game. I think he has to pass it off, let the team, his other teammates are open, use them.
Minute left here in the first quarter. This is Luke Ormsby.
And again,
Drives in. And the Thunderbirds are able to recover. Now number 1, Noah Adams. His three-point shot is good. 12-5 Fredonia. 40 seconds left. Schrader to Whitfield. Now to Putney. Mike Berg, his corner three, off the mark. Another offensive rebound from Dom Gullo.
those threes are there. It's 2-on-2.
And scoop layup, no good from Noah Adams. Gullo up to Whitfield. And he slams it down. Nick Whitfield with authority as the Hillbillies go up 14-5 with 15 seconds left.
Hey, he found the lane that time, and he was able to get a big, big slam.
6 on the shot clock. Waters to Ormsby. Finds Seiper. And out to Noah Adams. He'll try a three. No good, and I believe they called that a 3-second violation. So Nick Whitfield gives Fredonia some nice momentum going into the second quarter here as they have a 9-point lead.
Yeah, he was, like I was saying earlier, he was having trouble trying to find the lane, and he was getting a lot of pressure underneath the basket, and he was able to find the lane that time. No one was covering down low, and he was able to capitalize in a big way.
So that will do it here for the first quarter. Caleb Ribby has 4, and Dom Gullo and Alex Schrader each have 3. And then Patrick Reading and Nick Whitfield have 2 to round out the scoring for Fredonia. And then the only scoring for Chautauqua Lake are from the Adams brothers, I believe. If not, maybe cousins.
Yeah,
let's see.
both of them.
Noah has.
He has 3.
No, I wrote that down wrong. Noah has 3 from that three-pointer, and then Nate has
2.
the 2.
Yep, but he's been in a line already twice at this point for Nate. So I think Fredonia just needs to worry about the fouls a little bit. already had a handful of fouls already, 3, 4, 5. I believe they had 3 fouls that sent people to the line. So they just got to be a little bit cleaner when it comes to defensive presence and their defensive ability. But they are getting the job done. They are leading 14-5.
And they will get it to start the second quarter here in the Fredonia High School gym. The Roger K. Moore gym, that is. And Dom Gullo's pass gets kicked out of bounds.
.26 seconds on the shot clock remaining.
Caleb Ribby will be throwing it in. Schrader thought about that 3, now passes it over to Gullo, who gives it back to Schrader. Now to Whitfield, he'll try a 3. Too strong. Rebounded by Waters. Now this is Nate Adams. Strong take. Can't make it, but he is going back to the line.
Something's wrong with his wrist. I think he landed on it extremely hard there as he's grabbing on it. Yeah, he's in some pain. Yeah, he's definitely showing some emotion and trying to tough it out.
Well, we'll see if he can make these here, as he's 2 for 4 from the line so far.
The official just asked if he was good. He said yes. I'm wondering if that's his shooting hand. I believe he's right-handed, though.
First one is too strong off the back of the iron.
So, yeah, that is his non-shooting hand. So that's a good sign if you're Chautauqua. But still, you got to be worried of that.
Second one is too strong again. Tyler Putney with the rebound. Gullo looks to push up to Schrader, but has it stripped right away from Waters.
Nice steal.
But that was Engdahl. He can't finish.
Yeah.
Now Whitfield looks to push.
They got to be able to finish there in that situation.
And Whitfield can't finish. Rebounded by the Thunderbirds. Michael Anderson stops and then gives it to Godfrey. And he puts up the shot. Rejected by Tyler Putney.
Yeah, big block there as there was a major size advantage.
Number 15, Nate Engdahl, will be inbounding it for the Thunderbirds, and he finds Godfrey. And
not sure what happened.
yeah, I think that was a foul.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Must have been a foul, but going back on Putney's
That
block.
was on Caleb Ribby.
Going back on Putney's block, he averages just under 2 blocks a game, so he definitely has the blocking ability and the defensive presence for this Hillbillies team.
The Hillbillies force another turnover here. Putney kicks it back out. Ribby will try a 3. In and out.
He was right there with that shot. It's just an unlucky roll prevented him for having more points.
Nate Adams, his shot is short. Rebounded by Dom Gullo. Putney.
Nice step.
And can't finish on the 3 there.
He was able to get his defender to step there and continue. He thought that Putney was going to drive in the lane, but unfortunately for that defender, he stopped. And for the Hillbillies, they couldn't capitalize.
Now Godfrey backs down Ribby, no foul, and he makes it. Some of the fans are not happy with that call.
Yeah, Ribby wasn't happy with that call either. Nice moves in the paint.
Nick Whitfield with another strong take. 16-7 Fredonia.
Yeah, that was a really nice job moving side to side, back and forth, and was able to get in and score 2 points for the Hillbillies.
So Nick Whitfield now up to 4. So he and Ribby each have 4 to lead Fredonia here in the first 10 minutes of the game.
6:09 to play, and again, I said it in the first quarter, but now they added on 2 more fouls for the Hillbillies. Just a little bit of sloppy play when it comes defensively for the Hillbillies. I understand they only have, or gave up 7 points, but they gave up a lot of fouls, and the Thunderbirds didn't capitalize at the line. So it could be a little bit of a tighter game.
Yeah, a lot of Thunderbird turnovers, so
That too.
you're right, if some of those turnovers resulted in, if they didn't turn the ball over and they scored on a couple of those possessions, it would be much closer right
Also
now.
being underneath the basket, they didn't score when they had the opportunities to, so.
Now Ormsby gives it to number 4, Gavin Sauerland. He just came into the ball game.
Major size advantage for number 23, the Thunderbirds.
Ormsby drives in, puts it up over Whitfield, who smacked the backboard. Hillbillies working around. This is Gullo. Schrader puts up the floater, and it rolls around and in.
Nice job there, noticing when to drive in and when to pass it. He was able to drive in, get that floater to sink right in.
Shot is no good. Rebounded by Nick Whitfield. Schrader up to Ribby. Now back to Schrader. Here's Whitfield. He'll drive in, put up the floater, in and out. But he gets it back with his long arms, puts it in, and one.
Like I said, there's going to be a major height advantage when it comes to the Hillbillies and the Thunderbirds. And that's one of the reasons that you can say, hey, if we're the Hillbillies, let's just keep going down low, get our own rebounds, and put it back in. And they get the foul.
So Nick Whitfield will be at the line now. Can't make that free throw. Rebounded by Ormsby.
Putney almost had it. He couldn't grab it, though. He was over the back of one of the players.
Waters swishes that three from the corner right in front of the Fredonia bench. 20-12. Mike Berg is also back into the game. Fredonia works it around. Now Putney drives in, puts up the shot. Short. Waters with the rebound. He'll try a deep three. That was an air ball. Tried pulling a Damian Lillard there.
Ooh, nice reference. I was going to say Steph Curry.
Yeah, that probably wasn't deep enough for Lillard territory. Wasn't from the logo, so maybe we'll say that was a Steph three.
Yeah, maybe it was a Steph. But Steph can hit it anywhere, too.
4.5 to go here. Gullo thought about the three. Now he'll put it up. That was an air ball.
Looks like a foul. By number 10? Yes.
No, that was 21.
21?
Okay, number 10. Yeah,
Number
they just
10.
changed it. Yep. So that was on Luke Waters. And we're going to have another foul here. I believe that was on number 14, Alex Godfrey. And the scorer's table they're waiting.
I think they're trying to
to
figure
get
out the foul.
confirmation, yeah. Yeah, so it was on Godfrey. That was his second.
And now the Thunderbirds are up to 5 fouls on the game. They had 2 going into this quarter, so 3 fouls already in this quarter.
Berg gets it, and he'll fire up the three off the mark.
Hard hit.
Gullo gets it, but over and back.
The head coach for the Hillbillies is not happy with that call.
Ormsby. Nice backdoor cut from Waters. Now he kicks it back out to Nate Adams. His three, no good. Offensive rebound and put back up and in by number 21, Luke Ormsby. Gullo out to Berg. He'll try another three. That one's off.
Their shots are there. Their three-pointers are there. It's just they're not executing right now. Nice steal. A nice effort there for the Hillbillies.
Schrader gets fouled. Nick Creeley will come in for Mike Berg. So the foul was on number 4, Gavin Sauerland.
And now they're tied up at 6 for the fouls. So not a good second quarter for the not for the Hillbillies, for the Thunderbirds in regards to the foul department.
Gullo will run the point now for the Hillbillies. Finds Creeley in the corner. Now gives it back to Gullo. He'll drive baseline, jump stop, and he's going to get fouled.
A lot of fouls in these last 2 or so minutes.
So Dom Gullo will be at the line. 20-14 is the score here. 3:21 left. Gullo's first free throw. Nothing but net.
Dom Gullo averaging just about 3 points a game. An assist per game. He's just under 2, so providing good points and passing for the Hillbillies.
Nick Whitfield gets stripped with the offensive rebound. Now here comes Adams. He'll put up the layup. Uncontested. It's good.
Went coast to coast there. No defensive help. Made it look easy.
5-point game here with 3 minutes left. Whitfield spins, gets blocked, gets it back, puts it up, no good, puts it back again, and now it's good.
Like I said, the big size advantage for the Hillbillies, that was one reason why the Hillbillies have to go down in the paint.
And we're going to have another foul here. Nate Adams will be going to the line.
I believe it's his 3rd or 4th time going to the line already.
Foul's going to be on number 5, Tyler Putney. That'll be his 2nd. First one is off the mark.
Nate Adams has not exactly been money at the line, as he's missed, I believe, 3 out of his 6.
Yeah, he's missed a few so far.
Those 6 points could have been huge at this point.
Makes this one. (23-17). Creeley, he'll try a corner 3. It rolls in and out.
Could not have created a better shot than that. Just an unlucky roll.
Ormsby to number 1. That one was Noah Adams. Offensive rebound. Nate Adams, and sent to the locker room by Nick Whitfield. Nice rejection there. Ball will be staying here.
Yeah, that was some block.
Thunderbirds getting in with Luke Waters. And Ormsby tries to dump it down low, and the ball works its way to Nate Adams, puts up the shot, no good, tipped around, and Gullo comes with the 2-on-1 to Schrader, and his layup is good.
That's beautiful work there by the Hillbillies, taking advantage and using that 2-on-1.
Alex Schrader now with 7. Waters loses it out of bounds, and it'll be going back to Fredonia.
They realized on that 2-on-1 previously that just happened that they were able to just take advantage, just take it slow, find the open man and push it, and then they scored 2 points.
Hillbillies working it around. Nick Whitfield will try a 3, in and out. We're going to have another foul here. I believe that was on Dom Gullo.
And for Winfield, he is also like Putney, where he is just under 2 blocks a game. And that massive block was just, he was sending it to the moon there.
25-17. Exactly 1 minute and a half to go here in the first half. Noah Adams is at the stripe. Makes the first of a 1-on-1.
And for Noah Adams, averaging 9 points a game, being a real contributor for this team.
Second one, in and out. Whitfield with the rebound, up to Schrader. Now to Creeley, he'll try another corner three. Too strong this time. Another offensive rebound by Dom Gullo. Schrader, out to Whitfield. He'll drive in, out to Creeley. Back to Whitfield, Schrader. Puts up a tough floater and it rolls around and in.
He's having a really good game, able to finish, even though it was a tough shot there.
27-18. Cyper gets it down low, and I think Whitfield got a piece of that. And I think Cyper's going to get called for the foul. So Fredonia will be shooting a 1-on-1. So it'll be Patrick Reading at the line. The foul was on Cyper.
Patrick Reading having a real nice season. Just above 6 points a game, the senior. Also rebounds per game, he's just at 3.5 or just above 3.5 per game. And also assists per game, he's averaging a little above 1. So doing it all around. And that's exactly what you need from this Hillbilly team. You have the two offensive presence in Putney and Winfield, and then all those other pieces behind you are there to help support those two big boys.
Reading makes the first one. Second one goes in and out. .42 seconds left here in the first half. 10-point game.
Stolen away.
Turnover here by Chautauqua Lake. Game clock and shot clock. Same time, but the Hillbillies find an opportunity and capitalize. 30-18.
Just like that, Reading has another 2 points and contributing in a big way here.
Adams tries a corner three, in and out. Gonna have another foul here. That is going to go to Cyper once again, his second.
7 fouls here for the Thunderbirds in this quarter alone. They had 2 in the first. So that is the biggest difference from the first quarter to the second.
Reading sinks the first one. And the Thunderbirds are going to call a timeout. Their head coach is Alex Rada. So 8.7 seconds left here in the first half. Fredonia leading 31-18. Alex Schrader has 9 to lead the Hillbillies, followed by Nick Whitfield's 8.
And then you have Reading, who is coming up as well. I believe he has 6 points on the night in limited minutes, so he wasn't even a starter. Oh no, I'm sorry, he was a starter, but it seems like recently in this last minute he's just been scoring.
Yeah, he's had a nice half here in the time that he's been in. So he'll be back for the second free throw. And connects on that. And he will come out for Berg. Hillbillies play a full court press here.
Smart game plan. Don't allow them with any momentum in the half.
Waters, he'll put up the three. In and out. Adams with almost the offensive rebound, but time runs out, and Fredonia takes a 14-point lead into halftime. So, Crescenzo, what did you see out of that first half?
Well, up until the last, I would say, minute and a half, the Fredonia Hillbillies were not doing a good job just with their offense. They were only leading by, 6 at one point, as low as 6. So
It was 23-17.
Yeah, it was 23-17, so they weren't doing a good job executing their offense. But in the last minute and a half, they have done a really nice job not only executing their offense, but making the shots that count and letting the fouls come to them. Because remember, I said it 2 or 3 times already, the Thunderbirds had 7 fouls in that quarter comparing to the 2 that they had in the first. So that was a big contributor of why the Hillbillies were able to succeed more in that last minute and a half than they did in the previous quarter and 6 minutes.
Yeah, a little bit of a sloppy first half for both teams, but Fredonia was able to capitalize more than the Thunderbirds. So with that, we will take about a 6 or 7 minute break and be back to get you ready for the start of the third quarter. Fredonia, as the Hillbillies have a 32-18 lead over the Thunderbirds. Once again, this is Kevin Syracuse with Crescenzo Fano, and we're trying to get caught up on our first half stats here. So from what we have, Alex Schrader leads the way with 9. Nick Whitfield has 8, Patrick Reading 7, and Caleb Ribby and Dom Gullo have 4 each. And then for Chautauqua Lake, okay, yep, I did mix the 2 up. Nate Adams has 5. Noah has 4. And then Luke Ormsby has 4. Luke Waters has 3. And Godfrey 2. So a little over 30 seconds here until we get started. Crescenzo, what do you think Fredonia needs to do to maintain this lead that they have here?
I think they just need to go to the paint. I've said it before, I'll say it again. They have a major height advantage over the Thunderbirds. And obviously, at the end of the second quarter, a lot of fouls were being committed by the Thunderbirds. So I think if they're able to keep up the pressure, keep their style of play, I think they'll come out with a victory. As in the last minute and 30 seconds, they were able to get from a 6-point lead to now they're leading by 32-18.
Yeah, I agree. However, I did say that last week against Olean that they needed to get to the paint more, and Tyler Putney came out and drained 6 threes.
Oh, yeah, that's
so,
true. They're also finding their threes a lot. They're having a lot of opportunities behind the arc to capitalize and make those threes. They just haven't been adjusting yet. They just haven't been executing yet. But if they're able to keep finding their range and finding their motion behind the three-point line, I think they'll be able to do it.
Yeah, so probably the simplest advice I could give is take what's given to you. You know, if the threes are there, be confident that you can make them.
Yes.
But if they're not there, work it inside.
Absolutely.
So with that, the third quarter is just about to get underway here as number 15, Nate Engdahl, will be throwing it in. And for you Sabres fans out there, I see that we're losing 2-0 to the worst team in the NHL, so there's that.
Got to always bring in Sabres talk, do you?
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's not good news as Number 23, Nate Adams, gets us started here.
Nice job working down low.
Schrader calls out the play. Now gives it to Putney. He gets triple teamed up top. Schrader spins around. Finds Reading. Gullo, he gets double teamed now. Good defense from Chautauqua Lake. They force it out of bounds, and it'll be staying here.
10 seconds left on the shot clock, so they got to hurry. But good movement so far from the Hillbillies.
They get it into Schrader. 8 on the shot clock. Gullo, Reading.
Nice movement down low.
Can't finish, but gets his offensive rebound, puts it back up and in, and gets fouled. So good work and hustle there from Patrick Reading.
Yeah, first good intentional move to get underneath the hoop. Puts it up, couldn't make the shot, and then during that second shot, he gets fouled and puts it in. So a great sequence there.
Godfrey, I just realized that's his 4th foul. So he will sit down with not even a minute into this second half. And Reading converts the 3-point play. He now has 10 to lead Fredonia.
Yeah, that could be huge for the Thunderbirds.
Nate Adams tries to find Syper, goes out of bounds, and the ref says off of White. Waters to throw it in. Yep, his foot was on the line. Wasn't sure if the ref was going to see that. It was right over here in front of us.
Yeah, we got a front row seat to that one.
We're at center court here.
But another turnover happened for the Thunderbirds, so they got to clean up that aspect.
Dom Gullo tries an open 3. Can't make it there. Now Putney will try a contested 3. And that one's short.
Yeah, really contested. Good defense there by the Thunderbirds.
And now they work it inside to Syper. And that was Engdahl with the shot off the back of the iron. Ball goes out of bounds. Almost saved by Adams.
And if you see that Adams got his thumb taped up in his wrist, so obviously something's not going right for his non-shooting hand.
Yeah, he has a lot of tape on that left arm.
Remember, he landed it hard in the first quarter. Now he's got a lot of tape on it, so.
Ribby up top. Stops and gives it to Reading. Now to Gullo in the corner. Nice fake. Drives in, puts up the shot, and it's good. Dom Gullo with a real nice fake and take. 37-20.
Real nice job anticipating the defense.
Engdahl down low to Syper. Has it stripped, and that was off of Ribby. Whitfield will come in for Ribby. Ribby will sit down with 4 points. Thunderbirds get it into Waters. Putney out on him. Nate Adams drives, puts up the shot. Reading with the rebound.
He's got to hurry up and get across the line.
Whitfield gets stripped on his way to the hoop. Nate Adams gets stripped, but gives it out to Waters. Adams over to Engdahl. Syper back to Engdahl.
Nice passing there.
Nice pass, nice cut. Now Putney gets it, spin move, drives in, puts up the shot, no good, offensive rebound. And the battle for it goes out of bounds. It'll be staying here. 22, 4:48 left. Gullo gets it into Schrader. Now Whitfield. Ball gets worked around, now down low to Putney. Back out. Schrader to Whitfield. Reading. Nice pass to Whitfield and one. Nice ball movement there from Fredonia as Reading gets the assist on Nick Whitfield's and one here.
Yeah, that was a really nice job just moving the ball and realizing where your teammate was at that point. Whitfield had a better shot opportunity than Putney, and he was able to find him, and now he goes to the line.
Can't make the free throw, but Reading gets the offensive rebound. Whitfield in the corner. Swing pass to Gullo. Ball gets worked around back to Whitfield. Down low to Gullo, back to Whitfield. And can't make the shot there. Chautauqua Lake with the rebound.
Good defense there by the Thunderbirds. Whitfield is still having trouble trying to find his lane.
And Ormsby misses the close shot there.
And that's because the Thunderbirds are doing a really good job of rim protection down low.
Yeah, they have been more aggressive on defense this half.
And even in the first half, they were really good down low.
Nice find down low to Ormsby, but he can't finish. Schrader falls down, but finds Gullo. Now Reading has it.
Nice
Strong
movement.
take. And has that one stolen away.
Too many defenders down low. He wasn't able to finish there.
Waters drives in, but stepped on the baseline. Creeley will come in for Reading. Three minutes left in the third. Been a quick quarter here.
Yeah, compared to the last 2 minutes, not a lot of fouls.
Yeah.
2 for the Thunderbirds and 1 for the Hillbillies.
Gullo drives in, kicks it out to Nick Creeley. And he turns it over in the paint. And Nate Adams is going to the line.
I believe this is 4th time going to the line.
Yeah, 4th or 5th time for Nate Adams at the charity stripe. Connects on the first one. And the second one is good. Hillbillies push with Creeley. Gives it to Putney, now into Whitfield. And his shot is good. Whitfield now with 12. Ormsby puts it up. No good, and Cypher's there for the offensive rebound.
There was just really good job there of the Hillbillies in that last sequence, just creating an opportunity and finding the open man down low.
That foul was on. That was on Creeley. And Cypher makes a free throw. So Chautauqua Lake hanging in there, 41-27, 2.5 to go. Whitfield spins around, kicks it back out. Gullo will try a three from the top.
Not a bad
good.
opportunity.
Nate Adams drives in, and we're going to have another foul.
And he'll go to the line once again. He really is just a one-man wrecking machine so far. He just keeps attacking that rim.
Well, I think we jinxed him, Crescenzo. We said there were just 3 fouls total. About what, like a minute ago? And now we've seen 3 since.
Yeah. We're supposed to broadcast the game, but every time we do, we jinx them. First one is good.
It's going to be a violation on, I believe, 21 for Chautauqua Lake Ormsby. 41-28, so 13-point game here. 2 to go.
Nice movement.
Yep, nice find. Putney to Gullo.
And now the defense is breaking down a little bit for the Thunderbirds, as they're not having the same rim protection down low as they did earlier in the half.
So a minute 55 left. 43-28 is the score. Patrick Breeding, or actually Nick Whitfield leads the way with 12. Breeding then with 10. Schrader with 9. And Gullo now has 8. And then for the Thunderbirds, Nate Adams has 9. Noah Adams has 4, and Luke Ormsby has 4. Taking a look at the rest of the schedule for Fredonia now. Next week, they will be at Southwestern and home against Buff Science. And then February 15th, they close out home against Kenmore West. So once again, Fredonia is 12-4. They have 1 more league game after this, and then 2 more non-league games to close out the regular season before playoffs start. Teams are coming back out onto the court now. Bit of a longer timeout.
Yeah.
Chautauqua Lake ball here. Ormsby drives in, kicks it back out. This is Michael Anderson.
Nice steal.
Good poke away there. And Trader.
Too hard there. I think he was expecting an alley-oop or something.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. It looked like he tried giving a lob to Whitfield, and now Putney will try a 3, and he puts it in. Tyler Putney with, I believe, his first points of the night. 46-28.
Maybe we can get hot from threes just like the last game that we covered.
Wild shot there from the Thunderbirds. Couldn't see what that was. The ref was right in front of me. Berg to Schrader. His corner 3 is good.
Back-to-back threes.
Alex Schrader now with 12. And just like that, a 21-point lead.
And like I was saying, those threes are there. They just got to make a better opportunity, a better execution. You know, driving in the lane, faking it, pump fake, kick it back out, shoot that 3, and back-to-back threes has pushed the lead for the Hillbillies.
So Alex Schrader, I don't know what his season high is, but
He's
of all the
really
games,
good.
of all the games I've covered, this is the most he has scored as he averages just over 3 a game. So this is definitely one of his best performances, at least points-wise.
Yeah, this is definitely a night to remember for him. Just a really good performance overall. It seems like he's just had that energy since the first minute of the first quarter.
Quick timeout here. Music just started playing, but the timeout ended. Gavin Sauerland is into the game for Chautauqua Lake. He'll be inbounding it. Luke Ormsby dribbles it up for the Thunderbirds. Now down low into Cyper, back out to Ormsby. And Nate Adams gets fouled on the way up to the hoop.
Once again, we'll go to the line. A lot of players disagree with that call, including head coach of the Hillbillies.
That was Nick Bertrando. As the first one is short. Troy Lemishko comes in now for Tyler Putney. Putney has 3 fouls. Second free throw from Nate Adams. Nothing but net. He now has 10 to lead Chautauqua Lake. Whitfield picks up his dribble, now gives it to Schrader. Back to Whitfield.
Nice movement.
Finds Mike Berg, and he drains that 3. Mike Berg gets on the score sheet for the first time tonight.
3 threes back to back.
52-29. Contested 3 there. Air ball from Waters. Good defense there from Dom Gullo.
Just really good movement that they're able to realize, all right, they're really good at their rim protection down low. Let's just kick it out and shoot our threes. That's exactly what the Hillbillies have been doing in these last 2 minutes.
So 12 seconds left. Adams drives in, puts up the shot, gets it to drop in. Now 5 seconds left. Dom Gullo's going to have to hurry. Up to Troy Lemishko. And we're going to have a jump ball with 0.9 seconds left. So to be Fredonia ball, they're going to have to put up a quick shot here.
Going to have to really set this up well. Quick pass and shoot. Nope. Oh, they got it off. They came really close.
Yeah, Berg just a little off on that 3. So at the end of 3, we have a score of Fredonia 52, Chautauqua Lake 31. Crescenzo, what did you think about the NBA trade deadline today?
Ooh, good question. I thought the D'Lo trade was a bit shocking and head scratcher because the Timberwolves obviously are in a rebuild mode, but they took on a max contract like that and they gave away draft picks along with players. Andre Drummond, don't know why the Cavs would do that.
Yeah, it's not like they're going to the playoffs.
Yeah, that's a head scratcher.
They're in buy mode, but
I don't even know if they're in buy mode. I think they're more get as many draft picks as you can. You know, trade anyone that has any sort of value, like Kevin Love. They should have traded him.
Exactly, but no one wants his contract because he makes like $30 million a year.
Apparently, D'Angelo Russell, they want his contract. So I don't know. It's a weird trade deadline.
My Knicks, you know, I'm actually pretty happy with that. They traded Marcus Morris and got Mo Harkless and a first and a second round pick out of it in a 3-team deal with the Clippers and the Wizards. Isaiah Thomas went to the Clippers, but then they bought out his contract.
Also, Andre Iguodala, I find that a head scratcher as well, just because he hasn't played all season. And like, what does that show you? He only wants to go with winners. I mean, that's not a good representation on him, but we'll see how it works out in Miami.
Yeah, and there's been a lot of beef with Iguodala and Dylan Brooks now, and John Morant getting involved, saying that the Sauerland airballs that 3. And Godfrey puts it back up. No good. Adams offensive rebound, puts it up, and that one is good. But Dylan Brooks came out and said before he got traded, I hope Iguodala gets traded to somewhere where we can – Putney misses that 3. I hope he gets traded and then we play him so we can show him what Memphis is all about. And then John Morant retweeted that.
Yep.
So some beef there as Iguodala goes to Miami and signs a 2-year, $30 million extension just like that.
Yep.
So, yeah, crazy shakeup in the NBA. And one more thing about the Cleveland thing. They only gave up Brandon Knight, a second-round pick, and John Henson.
Yeah.
So even though they are in sell mode, I think it's one of those deals where it's like you can't give that up because Andre Drummond's one of the best. As Godfrey puts that one up and it 17-point game. And Woodfield comes right back the other way and converts on that layup.
Now a timeout.
One more time to talk about the NBA then.
Good.
Let's see, what were the other ones then? I think those are mainly
Clint
the
Capella.
Yeah, that was
the
last
real head.
night.
That was the real head scratcher.
I don't get that at all because, you know, Houston's been close. Golden State's been in their way for the last couple of years. And now
I think Russell Westbrook is not a fit for them, and they're trying to make something happen because they're 5th in the West, I believe. So I think at this point that they got to try something to shake it up because it's just not working. It's just not working. As everyone sings Sweet Caroline, which is awesome.
Yeah. I don't get that because Capella, he's a nice center. You know, he's come along nicely. He's averaging over 13 points and 13 rebounds.
And they got no size now. So.
Yeah, now P.J. Tucker is their center, and P.J. Tucker was playing small forward.
Yeah.
So they're literally playing small ball.
Yep.
Adams drives in and makes that shot.
Adams has really found his offense here so far in the second half. Doing a lot better.
How many points do you have, Matt?
I have 17.
Okay, so I'm off a little bit here. And Schrader's off, but Ribby with the offensive rebound, he can't make it. Gullo swings it over to Schrader. Back to Gullo. Thought about the three. Now he drives in.
Now he's passing down low.
Whitfield connects once again. Nick Whitfield now with 16. Waters misses that three. Ribby tries to feed it to Whitfield, stolen by Waters. Reverse layup, no good. And Adams is there for the cleanup. 56-39. Under 5.5 to go. Schrader drives in and gets blocked by Adams.
Nice block there by Adams.
Schrader down low to Putney.
3-on-1 there. I'm surprised he even tried.
Another steal, and Whitfield slams it down and one.
Really happy about that. Gets the big dunk and the one. Slammed his fist into the mat.
Nick Whitfield igniting this crowd once again. 58-39.
Having a really good game as well.
18 points to lead Fredonia.
At first, he couldn't find the lane that he was looking for. Now he's just dominating down low.
So 5:06 remaining, 58-39. And Whitfield makes the free throw. So another traditional three-point play.
Now here come the Thunderbirds. Let's see what they can do. The offense, nice screen there, though.
Kick it back out to Engdahl. He drives in. Pass
Nice
gets
steal.
stolen. Gullo, quick pass up to Schrader, and a lob. Oh, he couldn't throw it down. Alex Schrader tried giving it to Whitfield, gave him the chance, and just they couldn't connect there. Wild shot there from Ormsby.
It was right there.
Man, the crowd would have really erupted on that.
Yeah, that would have definitely set the place on fire.
Putney will try a deep three. Too strong.
Nice. The steal attempt by Whitfield.
As he jumps into the crowd.
Giving it his all tonight. Even though they're up by 20 points, he's still giving it his all.
Whitfield, the Fredonia quarterback, power forward, and starting pitcher. As he swats that one away. (59-39) here, 4:05 remaining. Ormsby, no good. Whitfield with the rebound. Gullo running the point. Passes it over to Whitfield. Now Schrader. He'll try an open three. That one was short. And out of bounds, Thunderbirds ball. Putney comes out for a reading. .345 left to go. Waters out to Sauerland. Now Adams. Three is too strong. And Sauerland loses it, and it goes out of bounds, going back to Fredonia. Gullo to Caleb Ribby. Back to Gullo. Drives baseline, finds Reading. Puts up the shot. No foul. Ormsby crosses up his defender. And his entry pass gets stolen by Whitfield. He comes in with speed, and the shot is just a little too short on that, but he will be back at the line.
Just under 3 minutes to go in this game. Having a really nice game, Whitfield is.
Makes that one, so he now has 20. You know, that's the nice thing about having two big scorers like this. Nick Whitfield, he has 20 tonight, possibly 21 here. Tyler Putney, he's on the bench with, because he does have 21. Putney's on the bench with 3, but the other night, you know, Whitfield had somewhere around 10, and then Putney has 30.
Hard hit.
It's good to have two guys that can score like that, because when one's having an off night, the other one can step up. Foul's going to be on number 23, Patrick Reading. That'll be his third. Noah Adams, or excuse me, Nate Adams. I keep mixing them up.
Yeah.
Nate Adams at the line. And he makes the first one. Second one off the mark. Whitfield with the rebound. As he and Engdahl collided, Whitfield's limping in the backcourt here, which is a perfect reason why, you know, up 21, I think Fredonia should be going to their bench here.
Yep.
Don't want any injuries, as Whitfield is still limping.
Yeah, he's limping. He's limping pretty hard.
I'll just take out all the starters now, because you do not want to risk any injuries.
Yep, they see it. Right now, they're going to substitute Whitfield out. That will be the end of his night.
So he will leave with 21 to lead Fredonia. Schrader brings it up with 12 points here. Creeley, Ribby, Schrader. Fellow drives in.
Nice
Out
movement.
to Ribby. Nice fake. And Schrader with the offensive rebound. Misses. Gets his offensive rebound again, but can't finish.
Good effort there by Schrader. He didn't get the points. I mean, they're up by 21, but good effort there. And that's exactly what you want to see.
Stolen there from Fredonia. Gullo has that one stolen from Anderson, and he will pull up from 3 and drains that one. 61-43, minute and a half to go. Fredonia getting ready to empty their bench here.
First points for him on the night.
We're going to have a whistle here. That's going to be a foul. So Colton Coosdale, Devon McCall, and Troy Lemishka will come in for Dom Gullo, Caleb Ribby, and Alex Schrader. It looks like Nick Frazier has also come in. Yep, so Frazier's in, Reading sits. He was the fourth one to sit. Minute 28 left. Coosdale has it. Drives in, kicks it out. Creeley to Frazier to McCall. He'll try an open 3. Too strong. Ball is up to Anderson, and he drains that.
5 points now for Anderson. Big 3 and a good little mid-range 2.
Frazier to Coosdale. He'll try an open 3. Just a little too strong. Now Engdahl comes up, puts up a wild shot, gets tipped out. Here's Devon McCall. He's in all alone, but now Anderson's there, and he can't finish. Lemishko gets it. 35 seconds left. Lemishko puts up the shot, and that one was short. So that should do it for the Fredonia scoring as shot clock is off. 20 seconds left. Syper gives it to, let's see, Noah Adams. Finally got it right. He's off the mark there. And that should do it.
That should do
as
it.
Fredonia can dribble out the clock here. 3, 2, 1. Ball game. So Fredonia improves to 13-4, 7-2 in league as they take this one 61-45.
Good game here by Fredonia. Kept up their offense. No big mistakes from them. Just a good, simple game. They were able to execute.
Well, it was a sloppy game for both teams. Fredonia was able to capitalize more than Chautauqua Lake. Fredonia still played well, but moving forward, I think any one of them would tell us that they know that they can play a lot better, especially against better teams into the playoffs here.
Yeah, I think that's the big takeaway here, but they got the job done, and they just got to keep moving forward.
All right, so we will try to get you some stats here. I know I'm missing a few from Chautauqua Lake, so what did you have the two Adams brothers with?
So Noah, I had 4, and then I had 19 for Nate.
Okay, so I was off a little bit there. So Nate Adams was the leading scorer for Chautauqua Lake with 19. And then who was their second leading scorer?
Their second leading scorer was...
Is it Anderson?
I believe it was Anderson with 5 points. Late in the fourth quarter, they had 5 points.
So not too much scoring there from Chautauqua Lake. Meanwhile, on the Fredonia side, Nick Whitfield led the way with 21. Alex Schrader was second with 12 points. Patrick Reading had 10. Dom Gullo 8. Caleb Ribby 4. Tyler Putney 3. And Mike Berg 3. So a game that was pretty much Fredonia all along ends with a final of 61 to 45. I am not sure. This may be our last broadcast of the year. No? Okay, we will be doing those last two. So Fredonia, as Chip just told me, so they are at Southwestern February 11th, so that is next Tuesday. So then next Thursday they are home against Buffalo Science, and then the next Saturday they are home against Kenmore West. So I guess we will be doing those two games. Not sure if. Okay, yeah. All right, yeah. We'll talk about it, but yeah. So we think that we will be doing the final two regular season home games for Fredonia, and then we'll see what the playoffs bring. So with that, Crescenzo, any last thoughts here?
Nothing for me.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on. Good job with your first high school broadcast, and once again, Fredonia takes this one 61 to 45. You've been listening to Kevin Syracuse and Crescenzo Fano on Public Access. Have a good evening.